Hello Aries, it's Viv from Wisdom Released and welcome to your monthly reading for July 2018. I'm using Los Carabello and I'm going to be pulling a 7-card spread, so 3 at the top, 1 in the middle and 3 at the bottom, and I'll explain as I go along what each card means. As I was shuffling, I have pre-shuffled and a couple of cards fell out. One was the King of Pentacles and the other was the Devil card. So with the two together, what came up for me was possessiveness around property and material wealth, possessiveness around money. So there may be somebody in your environment who's being a little bit awkward about an inheritance or some money being left to them or something like that, some property being left to them. I also saw the 8 of Swords a couple of times while I was shuffling, which indicates to me insecurity as well. So somebody around you, there may be a bit of a tricky situation coming towards you around property and material wealth in July. That's not going to resonate with everybody obviously because it's a general read, but there we go. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay. So, the first card out represents the past, which is the 10 of Chalices. The second card out is how you saw yourself at this time, which is the King of Chalices. The third card out is what you learned, which is the 4 of Wands. The fourth card out is the 6 of Wands, and that's your present circumstances. The fifth card out is new influences that are entering your life, which is the Tower. The sixth card out is, goodness me, the 8 of Swords, which is how they will affect you, these new influences coming into your life. And the last one, the 7th card out, is the outcome, which is the Ace of Swords. Okay, so recent past, things going swimmingly, much happiness, celebration around you. You know, things just going really well. The cup is overflowing, everybody else's cups are overflowing. There's a lovely rainbow in the background there. There's lots to be happy about. There has been lots to be happy about. It feels like things have been going very smoothly, and as a result, how you saw yourself at that time was very emotionally content. So the King of Cups, he's very comfortable, very compassionate. Things are flowing very much in his direction. He's drawn to the ship coming in the background there, and the fish jumping for joy. There are no obstacles. Things are very much in flow, and he feels at ease with all of his surroundings. Sometimes the King of Cups can get a little insecure. His darker side is to be overly sensitive and insecure, but I'm not feeling this here. He's very much in his element, and it may be that you have water signs around you, Aries, or it may be that you have water in your chart, because you're a fire sign. You're normally quite a fiery character, but things have been, and you have felt very at ease, and things have been going very smoothly. What you learned is to celebrate the good times, to really appreciate the good times. The past has really brought you a sense of stability, and what's coming up for me is really appreciating the moment, and being thankful for those moments that truly bring you joy, and where there aren't any obstacles, where there isn't any argument, where there isn't any conflict. Those are moments to be really celebrated. Those moments where we feel really comfortable in ourselves, and really happy with the people in our surroundings and our circumstances. Those moments that bring us great security and great stability are really to be appreciated, and this is what this card is saying that you've learned. As a result, your current circumstances are you're feeling fairly victorious. You may have had, as most of us have, challenges and obstacles and awkward moments to deal with, perhaps at work or in the home environment, perhaps with your health as well. Yeah, that really feels like you've overcome some physical challenges, and you've had a battle with yourself in that respect. But you're feeling fairly victorious now. There is a real sense of coming home. That you've it feels like great satisfaction. It feels like almost like you've been isolated and not ostracized. That's too strong a word, but feeling isolated, feeling a little bit, feeling left out almost. But now it's like you're accepted and back home. It's a welcoming back, and as a result, you feel quite overcome with emotion, quite overcome with a happiness, and this is really cool. It's really cool. Nobody likes feeling alone, do they? And so the recent past and your current circumstances, you're in a really good place at the moment. Energies coming towards you is the Tower. So this happens though, doesn't it? You know, things can be going really swimmingly, and then the intelligence behind life, the universe, will throw us a curveball. Something will happen, some unforeseen event, some unforeseen change, and that will really it'll shake us up a bit. And this is a good thing though. You know, we can't get complacent. Things are going really well, but that doesn't mean that they're always going to stay in the same vibration. Things are always changing, energies are always in flow, and there are always things to learn. So what's coming towards you during July is some kind of upheaval, some unforeseen upheaval. So something that will rock this feeling of a flow, will interrupt the feeling of flow and interrupt the feeling of stability. But it's not catastrophic. In this deck, the Tower card doesn't completely fall down, but yeah, people are turned upside down. People's lives are turned upside down. It could be to do with inheritance. It could be to do with material wealth. There could be some upset coming towards you about property and about money. I'm saying that because of the King of Pentacles and the Devil card that fell out at the beginning there. As a result, this is a card that I saw when I was shuffling the deck as well, so I'm not surprised that this came out. And I'm not surprised that these two cards are together, because once you've been in such a comfortable kind of victorious position, you know, once things have been going really swimmingly well, it's once we have we encounter what I call like a tower moment, you know, something that upsets the flow. No wonder it's natural that we start to feel a little bit fearful, that we start to question ourselves, that we start to question our role in things, and could we have done things differently, could we have behaved differently, could we have shown up differently, and it's natural that we take a few moments to work out what to do next. But it appears to me that you can't see what path to take without causing upset, without there being without somebody getting hurt. But it's a temporary state of affairs. This is a minor arcana card, and there is the possibility of sharp words being spoken, of hurtful things being said, but there is also the possibility of you being able to see things from a different perspective. So I think it is just a temporary state of affairs. It feels like take a breath, take some time out, remember what this felt like, you know, remember who you really are on the inside, remember who you really are. It's the King of Chalices, isn't it? This is more like your natural state, you know, when things are in flow and when you're feeling loving kindness, when you're feeling compassion, when you're feeling sensitivity and empathy. Those are your the innate feelings in all human beings. We all have those feelings, and look for those feelings, search for those feelings when you're in this state, when fear strikes. Take a breath, take some time out, and that gives you the opportunity to take the blindfold off, and you'll see that there is a way forward, that there is a different perspective, and you can stand up and you can overcome this obstacle, and you can easily move on without there being hurt and upset. As a result, the outcome feels like a sweeping truth. It feels like an opportunity for the air to be cleared, that you speak what's true for you, the people around you speak what's true for them, and nobody's taking anything personally. I think there's a real difference in the place that we speak from. If we're speaking about how upset that we've been feeling, rather than speaking from a place when we are really upset. You know, it's never a good idea to have a deep and meaningful conversation with somebody when you're in a bad mood. But when you're in a place of compassion, when you're in your true self, when you're in your real self, then it's much easier to speak your truth. It's much easier for people to hear that as well, when they are also in that place, when they're feeling much more relaxed and much more comfortable, and they're not taking things personally. They don't feel like they're being personally attacked. So this is my feeling, Aries, is that this is really possible, that there's an opportunity for things to return to be very harmonious. It feels like you're going to be very diplomatic, very compassionate, very sensitive to other people, and as a result, there's a clean sheet. It feels like it feels like the decks have been cleared, and all of this all of this upset is cleared away and forgotten about, and you can all start over, you all start again, and with a new level of understanding and appreciation for one another. So there we go, Aries, those are the messages for July 2018. I hope you found that useful, and I hope it's resonated. I do these videos on a monthly basis. I also do weeklies and dailies, so if you join me for those, thank you very much. I really do appreciate your presence here on this channel, so please like and share if you feel moved to do so, and thank you very much for subscribing if you have done. I will see you next time, and until then, take care.